The delivery of the supermarket food today from Smith's was by somebody who doesn't know me personally. I get that. But when you see me, you don't know how to be near myself. Well, that you should know. You're not expecting me, of course not. I'm expecting the food. I'm not really expecting you. You're the one who illegally has the food. I am really trying to live until the end of my time where I'm not finding food in my own house where I was originally alive. I'm not in my original house means I'm not going to decease the public food supply. And that all went missing by the year 1989, 1990. The sale of my house, and then that I relocated to a new place to live in the year 1990. I will not decease the food supply because you already offended my house too much. I got new sodas today. I hesitate because I like the root beer right now, the dark sodas. I like those, the root beer and the Dr. Pepper blackberry and the Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream if I get that. But I have lighter sodas now. So I'm a little nervous. I want to like them as much as I like the dark sodas. I'm so thirsty with like an ill thirst. I won't say diabetic because I don't want to compare myself to somebody else who says what diabetes is, like to Center of Disease Control, CDC. So what's diabetes to me? Desire for sugar. I have it. I have desire for sugar with thirst, with hunger. So bring up Jenny from Carrie Pass House in Mequon, Wisconsin. Jenny said she has diabetes, and I never saw her again. So what happened in the house? She locked me out of the house. She did, but what was wrong with it? Why didn't Carrie Pass go with Jenny? Because I saw Carrie Pass many times after I didn't see Jenny anymore. And if those two should be together for me to be able to meet either one of them, then I don't think it's fair that I've been harassed by Carrie Pass. Carrie, you're not my karma. So when are we going to talk about how you are not harassing Donna Moser? She's the one who needs the harassment. And if she does not succeed in harassment, you have to fight with her to put her in jail and prison because she didn't fight with you about you going to jail and prison. You have to fight to put her in jail and prison because she's not fighting with you and you're harassing her, and you're not going to do that in public. You can do that in prison. Everything I say sounds illegal in public. Pretty much what I say, if I'm speaking, it's about you being due in prison and why you're illegally alive in public, how you transition to being in jail and prison for your minds. because you're trying to answer your questions, and they are due to be questions where you are. You don't If you answer a question where you are, you have moved God in a way he did not move himself. And God is so big, you have to really worry about yourself, that you don't try to move God with yourself, because God is big, will move you with himself being very big, omnipresent. I looked for another kind of glass bottle. I was going to try and buy a bottle with a beverage inside of itself that I could drink, clean out the bottle, and reuse itself for making dreamsicles. So it would be glass so that I can see through the glass the dreamsicle forming. That's how I make it taste good. I need it to be in a glass. So I looked at something, Martinelli's, thank you, Martinelli's apple juice. The glass bottle is too small. This one is bigger. I looked at Knudsen juice. That glass bottle is too big. And then I looked at BAI, black cherry flavored water. The bottle looks okay, but I'm wondering if it's plastic. It's possibly plastic. Well, Amazon is trying to charge money for glasses. If I want to buy just a glass because it's a nice glass to drink out of itself, and then it wants to sell me glasses to an address. I don't want to store them here. I don't have a shelf for any of the glasses from Amazon. I have to store my drinking vessel in the refrigerator. I killed 2 cockroaches and put them down the kitchen sink drain. I used Dawn dish soap. I poured it on my hands with the water running, and I soaped up my hands, and then I waited, and then I rinsed them under the running tap water. And the cockroaches don't afford my plumber's tap water, even though the plumber would be maybe overlapping at the time that somebody might have a problem with cockroaches. So I don't think that's unexpected. I just want to say that it's a conflict of within Alive, that I see the cockroaches in the apartment, and then I also see the plumbing has been changed, updated, new sink fixtures for tap water. They don't go together. The cockroach is a debt that I need to be elsewheres in keys. Well, I would like to say this for myself deceased. I don't know you in the threatening that I need to be elsewhere in myself's. I'm very well ordered to be here, but I do want longer time asleep, if you know what I mean. I like to sleep. I don't need to make videos about how I don't know you and how you don't know jail. Well, it's not a revelation. You did not really consume. You did not alive yourselves in process, due process, and then arrive with yourselves into a jail and prison individually. And then also, when you give your statements, you have to talk about what you see, what you hear, and why you want to be in a jail. And you have to make the petition. You can't just be abducted into jail and say to God that you don't have a real need to be there. Well, you need to say to God that you need to be in jail. And then you need prison if you don't die in the jail. You have to say that to God as well.